usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philippine Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid, hoping his guys took full advantage of the late season off week in the schedule, trying to heal up now for the stretch run. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Broncos. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans.
Will Lutz to kick off.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. Needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
From 31, here's second down and 2. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a third down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A gain of 17 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chiefs.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Third and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard
So
line.
from the 25, it's second and 5. Now it's Dobbins.
these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Mahomes going to look to run with this one. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is caught. He gets the hook up with Bryce. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Kansas City.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. We'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone. 21. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
For the Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Here's Dobbins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. It is 3rd and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the The Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing. Will Lutz kicks off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about ready to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Throwing is Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. Inside the 40. To the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The extra point by Butker is good, and the Chiefs will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Here on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
2nd and inches. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Nick's going to look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And this is J.J. McCarthy, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Vikings come away with a victory. They win by 6. Up next, another intriguing matchup. And it's Dontavian Wicks. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Falcons would go on to a 12-point victory. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. On target with that one, he had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills send their fans home happy as they come away with the victory. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these 2 teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Points, all that separates these 2 sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second down and 5. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It's a gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On first down, here's Hicks to throw. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
It is second and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Back to throw is Nix. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. A second effort, and he is in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will get out in front, 17-7. Touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Brown now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Mahomes now on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be third down. Here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
To throw is Nix. He finds his man, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21. First down, Broncos.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That is brought in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Royce Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos move out to a 24-10 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now, Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Complete to Xavier Worthy. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. But at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes here to throw again. Rice open. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
What's the play call here? 4th down and 7.
It's 4th down.
Now Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. 2nd and goal.
Marquise Brown. A 4-yard gain.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around. All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Throwing is Nix. A short one into the hands of Troutman. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it. It's Harvey. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed it the most.
So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.